Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy JB Forrest. We're back again to all the reviews about the book When It Rains, It Pours. Yeah, man. So I'm still sitting next to my gorgeous, my beautiful sister. She's a queen, she's a mother, she's a sister, she's everything you can think of. An author of 3 books. I'm gonna recap all the books. Her first book was Connecting the Dots Backwards. That was her first book. The second book was The Letter to My Children. Right now, we all do all the reviews for the brand new book called When It Rains, It Pours. Maureen, welcome back to our chat.
Thank you, Chavo.
You always look beautiful. Who's styling you?
No one, myself.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so we're not gonna waste much time. We're just gonna go straight to the book.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're doing chapter 6, right?
Yes.
Chapter 6, it says she blocks all the contact.
Mm-hmm. The important contact.
All the important people,
Mm-hmm.
including work, your family, your friends, people that cares for you.
Mm-hmm.
Please take us through that. What's happening right now?
See, that's another stage of depression, okay? She's
Yeah.
still going through so much at that point.
Yeah.
So she blocks. She sees people are trying to reach out to her via WhatsApp, everywhere.
All
all
the social media. Yeah.
And the emails for work now.
So that was
Very
including
critical.
emails. Yes. Yes.
And her father's calls. And remember, she had put in her mind that, you know what, in all her life, she will always call her father on Fridays.
So each and every Friday,
Then
you used to call your
stop.
father.
Yes.
Yes.
But this time around, I stopped.
And what happened when you stopped doing
And
that?
I felt like the world owes me a lot because of my circumstances, of my past, of my issues with my father. A lot just came crumbling on me. I was on my own. And remember, at some point, I was disowned by my own whole family. And they might think I've forgotten, I still remember.
You said something on the book that by you blocking everyone, it actually brought the love between you and your father, because your father started to realize that I'm no longer getting those calls that I used to get every Friday from my daughter.
Yes.
Then now he started to reach out,
He's the
and then
one.
you said that you actually felt so important, so love.
I felt he was not a man that was giving open love.
Yeah.
But at that moment when I stopped reaching out, he started reaching out. That's when now I felt like, oh, I'm still important. I'm still needed and wanted and loved by my own father. I think those are the things, the small things that will help me to come out of my dark hole and say, oh, maybe I can still try again tomorrow. I remember at some point over years ago, not over years ago, in fact, few years ago, when you, as my friend,
Yes.
you always give, there's that call that you were always giving me for motivating me, trying to pull me out of the shell that I was at. Like, you were helping me a lot. But the moment you moved from Joburg and you went home,
Yeah, I remember.
then I got less calls, I got less motivation, everything went downhill now. It's one of those things that made me to really block many people in my life, to say, I don't want to say anything. What is the use of saying things if they're not going to help me get out of this situation? I was deep down now. I could even feel that I cannot reach out.
So viewers at home, it's really, really, depression is real. So I just want to ask you something, Maureen. What is it that you think that this chapter 6, what is it that you can teach people at home through chapter 6?
What I would say is that even if you block contacts, important contacts to come through to you so that you can receive it, try and not block all of them. There are few calls that you know, these calls will make sense. They will give a little bit of a light in your life. Then you can come out from that depression a little bit, even if it's not fully.
Because you also said something on the book that there was that one important call that you missed from your high school friend that was calling you, wanted to tell you that one of your old school friend has committed a suicide.
Yeah.
Tell me, you ignored the call. And then how many days have you find it out that, oh my goodness, and like they were trying to call me to tell me Uguti Uban Man Man Agaseko?
Honestly, I ignored it purposely.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to move any lip for anyone. I ignored it purposely because I didn't want to hear anyone saying anything to me. I didn't want to hear my voice saying something to someone else. I lost the voice. After a few days from that, ignoring the call from my friend, then she tries again. Now it's when I could see the little bit of a light. That no, man, I'm sick, but there are many people that are not aware that I'm sick. Can I try to, because my problem for me to not let go fully and take my life, it's my daughter. That was not even planned. I'll plan all the things that I can plan for me to get out of this world and to lose it all. But who's going to be with my daughter? I found out then after a few days, and I was told, and I knew there was nothing I could do at that time because I couldn't even deal with the news from the TV.
Have you tried?
The news of my old school friend.
Yes.
It was going to crush me more. I avoid those things.
Have you tried, have you attempted to take your life?
I have. In 2018, okay, firstly in 2013,
yes,
before giving birth to my daughter. Then in 2018, when my son was stolen by the grandmother. Really, in last year, I was then asked a question. The friend that asked me a question said to me, right, you are planning to take your life, right?
Yes.
I said, yes. He said, he is a guy we work together. Yes. He said, fine, call your sister Makomalo, then we'll meet in your house. And then we're going to, actually, you plan to kill yourself? Then plan how you must be left with your kids. I'll take Nana, she will take Ubabi. Then still planning. How and what do I do? I never had a child before, remember that part? Yes. But you want to leave me with a child. So I want you to give me all the plans that you planned already. For that took me out from depression.
So he's basically like, planning, tell us what do you like us to raise your kids, plan it, write everything on the plan, then we will be able to do it.
Yes. So that, it was a wake-up call to me. I must tell you how to raise my own child. That means I won't be there. Then I woke up from it.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is chapter 6. When it rains, it pours, with Maureen Zamagatsheni Ndlovu. If you'd like to purchase the book, it's available on Amazon.com. All her 3 books are there. You can just simply go there. Just follow her on your Instagram. It's Maureen Zamagatsheni Ndlovu. If you want to follow me, it's also JB_Forest on Twitter, Instagram. On Facebook, it's also JB Forest. Thank you so much for tuning in. And then we will meet again next week on chapter 7. We are all doing all the reviews, so please make sure that you keep joining us to help you go through things. Thank you so much for coming and for allowing us to actually go through.
And thank you.
Yes. What is it that you'd like to say to all of you?
I would love to say,
yes,
I'm sharing my past experience to help the next person. I'm no longer doing it for myself.
Yes.
I am trying by all means, by all powers, the strength that I'm given by God, to pull out from depression. Now I'm doing it for the next person who feels that there's no tomorrow, there's no future, they can just kill themselves. You can still survive. Use few things, small things can help you to get out of depression. Sometimes it's not the end of the day to kill yourself.
And don't block the people that loves you. Not all the contacts that you block. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you.